Hey, my name is Larry Ross. I live in Long Island, New York, and I was born in Chicago, but grew up my entire life in New York since I was like a year old. So I consider myself a New Yorker. Uh, I play the bass, and that's what I'm auditioning for, the bass guitar. I also play guitar and drums and some keyboards and a couple other instruments, but yeah, I'm a bass player. I do sing also, lead and background. Uh, I'm exceptional with harmony, but I don't know if is something you even want or not, but I do it. So if that helps, I want you to know. Um, I've performed all over New York, all over the United States, in Canada and Mexico, the Caribbean, Bermuda, Panama. I mean, I've been a lot of places and performed. I've also played in like Aruba and Curacao, and I've done like 3 and 6 month stints in a single hotel. So similar to the situation you're advertising on the cruise ship, and being in one place for a long time, and 5 6 months. Um, I I've played with some pretty popular people and bands and um, wedding bands that played for you know big weddings like Stevie Wonder's daughter and Alyssa Milano's wedding. I actually played at BB King's manager's wedding, and he was there. He actually signed my guitar player's guitar, even though it wasn't a Gibson, it was a Fender. So I thought that was pretty cool that he did sign it, and it wasn't his brand. Um, and really wonderful guy he was. You know, he was a wonderful person, and I loved the club. I played at BB King's in New York several times, like 3 4 5 times, and it was incredible each time. So that excites me about playing it in a club that with his name on it on a cruise ship. That sounds fantastic. Um, I heard about you on Facebook. That's an easy one. Uh, Not much else. I was scrolling through my account and saw your ad and checked it out. Okay. Um, what excites me about being a part of the BB King band? Well, one thing is the name BB King, uh, just to be affiliated with it is fantastic. And I love the music that you sent me to audition with, that type of music. I play in a band called uh, the Soul Explosion Band, and we do all type of old school. That's what we're famous for, OJ's and Johnny Taylor and Sam Cooke, and I mean, all that stuff. So this is right up my alley. Um, okay. What skills do I want to improve on? Well, one thing that I really, and I practice every now and then, 'cause I don't have a lot of time, but my sight reading, I really want to tighten that up because I'm not great at it. And I'm, exceptional at just about any other thing musically. But that, you know, I have my limits to sight reading. I can read charts and write charts and all of that stuff, but notations and things like that, I need to really focus and learn more about. So that it would be a great opportunity to do that on a cruise. You get your free time, and so I'm looking forward to that. Um, Now, describe your work style. I mean, I'm dependable and prompt, and I believe in reliability. That's like the most important thing. When you have responsibilities, do them and live up to what you do, but you also have to work with others and be cooperative, and the job comes first. So that's the bottom line. But to be supportive and dependable, and and creative, it's a part of the job. Be you. So that's my work style. Work closely with different personalities. I mean, with people with different personalities, and I do that sometimes. I mean, everybody has a different experience, and things are different for you than they are for me. So I think my experience working with people from all over the world, and just seeing the different cultures, I think that has enhanced my capabilities quite a bit, actually. And I'm very open-minded and willing to collaborate. Now, to give an example of facing a conflict on the team, how did you handle it? Okay, I played with this drummer once, and he'd be difficult sometimes. He'd laugh and everything, but then when you try to tell him something that you didn't like, he'd get upset and want to start a fight, not physically, but argue. And so I'd always try to soften it up, and he would always bring his full drum set. And I told him, the footprint, man, it like takes up half the stage. I gotta play. I need my stuff to play, man. I'm gonna bring my set. I said, okay, I'll let the band leader deal with it. But I did try to talk to him and told him, look, man, just remove a cymbal or one less tom, and maybe turn your stands another way, and just to make more room, because other people, you got to think about other people, make sacrifice. I sacrifice. I could bring a big amp, but I bring a smaller amp when we play in a smaller place. The venue makes sense, So I think, just talking it out, I was able to get to him after a while, and eventually he would okay, I'll play with a little less, and it didn't kill him. So he realized that. So sometimes you gotta think about your fellow musicians. Tell me about when you were under a lot of pressure and how you got through it. Okay, I did a play called Nine. It was on Broadway for a while, and it was at NYU, which I took some classes there. So I met somebody, and he told me, look, they need a bass player in the pit band. You want the gig? I said, sure. And then I went down there, and they slapped this huge dictionary-sized book on me with the charts and everything on it. And wow, so it was one of those situations where I had to sit down with the book, and, but I only had like 2 or 3 days to learn it. So I had to buckle down, and I got in the room and closed the door and turned off the phone and the TV and everything. And just one song at a time, went through it, and it was night and day. Very little sleep. But I did it. I got through the book, and I was actually surprised at how well I played it too. One song at a time. That's it. One song at a time. And I was able to get through it. So I think, the pressure of having to do it in 2 days, 3 days, made me focus more. And I got it done. And well, too. So that's good. All right, I'm available to travel and get to rehearsal and go out. I mean, once I got a few committed gigs, but I think I can they could all be done by the time your rehearsals start, like at the end of April. So I think April 25th might be my last gig, and if that's a conflict, maybe I can sub it out. But I would like to do it. But hey, the gig is first. So I would sub it out if I got this gig, and I would be ready to rehearse by April 24th, 25th, if necessary. And I'm ready to go. When you say go, passport is valid, everything is up to date. And that's my story. Please consider me. I will send you the songs as well. And I hope you like them. I got a little amp because I don't have all my equipment with me, so it might not sound crisp and clear like my rig, but you should be able to hear what's going on, and I'm playing with the record. So thank you for the opportunity, and I really hope to hear from you. Talk to you soon. Bye.